And we're back.
Fucking lost in the dark. I do have some things. Alright, so one thing we could talk about is the fact that Elon Musk is trying to help the Flint water situation. We've talked about that a lot on here.
And the criticism that he's been getting recently.
Yeah. What the fuck is, it's weird. Do you know about the Australia thing? I think it was Australia that he did. He made a deal, I think it was with Australia. I know it was with a country that's like an island, you know what I mean? To where, like, a gigantic portion of the country is being powered by, like, a few of these, like, giant Tesla batteries that are based on renewable energy and stuff like that. Made a deal with the government, said if it doesn't work, fucking I'll cover all the costs, take care of everything. Yeah, and it worked. And it is working, and I think he even grabbed one. No, that was what it was. He made an agreement with fucking Australia, or whoever it was, to extend the deadline a little bit because he wanted to run one of the batteries over the fucking Puerto Rico after the hurricane so they could have some power, and he did that for a little bit too. All of that, and he fucking so kind of an interesting funny thing. On every Friday is when the Trailer Park Boys record an episode of their podcast. Yeah. You can only see it that soon if you are a member of SwearNet, but it comes onto iTunes every following Monday. So they record something on Friday. I don't hear it till Monday. Yeah. I listened to an episode where they were talking about the fucking kids that were trapped in the cave, the soccer team. And so this episode of theirs that I was listening to on a Monday, recorded on Friday, Bubbles was like, why the fuck doesn't Elon Musk go fucking get the kids out? Why can't he help them? And then the Saturday, he announced that he was going to help them. Like the day after they would have recorded that. So, it all happened. It was weird. Like, I heard it 2 days later. I was like, holy shit. Bubbles fucking called it like a day before it happened. Fucking blew my mind. So yeah, he helped the fucking kids get out.
Well, he didn't help them. He did tried to help them.
Didn't he like send some people?
Well, no, he was gonna make a tiny kid-sized submarine. That was.
Oh well, I mean, when you're talking about like potentially having a time frame of 3 months to get them out, like they were saying they might not get out for months.
Yeah, and people are saying
planning for that.
Right, and did you see the letters? Like he posted some email that him and like the Prime Minister were like their correspondence, and he was saying fucking the other guy was saying that you could fucking keep doing it because they don't know how long it's gonna be.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, no, they were saying it's possible we can't go down there and get these people out for like up to 3 to 4 months because it's about to be our rainy season. Right. So they had someone working on a plan for that scenario, essentially, and that person was Elon fucking Musk.
And he volunteered to do it. And people, they're saying, you're rich, why are you doing this? Like,
yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what the criticism is.
Yeah, the quote. Well, because he fucking... They think it's stupid? No. Oh, yeah, I remember. Like, there's a bunch of highly trained people on top of this. You need to get involved, blah, 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 blah. And then YouTubers and shit were coming at him saying that, you're a bad person. People actually fucking hate billionaires and shit because they're sitting on a mountain of wealth and all this shit, But what I think is ridiculous is that they're pointing their guns at Elon, the one fucking billionaire that said he would help and not
actually trying.
And what about all the fucking other ones?
Yeah.
They're just getting away with it.
Right.
So someone tries to help and now you fuck it.
Right.
What kind of progress do you expect to see? Like, what is this?
That's a really good point. Yeah, that's insane. What the fuck is that? I don't get it. I have no reason to not like Elon Musk at all. I hope he ends up on Joe Rogan podcast someday so I can hear him talk for 2.5 hours straight, you know what I mean? And like get to, see what's up. But yeah, no, I fucking hope he does come to Flint and help and everything. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
No. And I haven't seen anyone bitch about that. Hopefully they don't.
And even though there are some weird bullshitty things about like the Tesla cars, they are still dope. And they don't. I mean, we can look it up or something real quick, but I'm pretty sure they lose money on every car sale.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
like all clean energy shit. Like,
yeah, it's
everyone-
it's because they don't know any of the other billionaires' names because those billionaires either haven't been caught doing something horrifying yet, or they haven't paid the people off, or fucking they haven't tried to do anything good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they're just the shadow ones. So fucking so yeah, that's, I mean, Elon and Flint. Let's see what happens. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Like, because a big issue with what's been happening here is the fact that there is simply no money. There's no money anywhere. So any money coming in would be helpful, I feel, in some way. So interesting. Couple things that I want to mention really quick. Okay, so the fucking last 2 episodes I've talked a bit about my Sailfin and Dragon. Because, well, one episode I talked all about it, and then the most recent episode, I made a correction, because in the original one I was like, there's fucking 3 different types of sailfins, and then I only talked about 2.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, well, there's actually 4 different types, and fucking all that shit. New piece of information, because something I did mention a lot in those 2 fucking things that I just found out about today. I kept saying, if you're interested in ever like looking into these things or talking to an expert or anything like that, hit up Scott Corning or John Steele of Jay's Arboreals. Arboreals. Sorry, I always say that wrong. Arboreals, yeah.
It sounds arboreal. It sounds cool.
But no, I saw a fucking post from John Steele at Jay's Arboreals today. Arboreals. And he's selling all of his breeding pairs of sailfins. Apparently, he's getting out of the sailfin breeding game. He said he's got some big future plans that involve a lot of traveling, and he's not going to do this anymore. And I actually emailed Scott earlier today, because just talking, I hadn't emailed him in a while, and I wanted to send him some pictures of the new enclosure I built, and I asked him about it, and he hasn't emailed me back yet or anything, but I was like, hey, because fucking Scott Corning taught John Steele pretty much everything he knows, according to John Steele. Well, that's what he said when I talked to him. So, and, with just how fucking few people even know about these things, the fact that in their country of origin, they're endangered, and how few people even know about them, B, how many fewer breed them and actually, try to, work with them and learn about them and stuff. The idea that one of the main ones is getting out of the game fucking sucks. Like, some of his, because he has he's good on social media. He posts a lot of videos and pictures of his animals and stuff. I love seeing those posts. Like, some of the most gorgeous sailfin pictures I've ever seen were just, I imagine him in his backyard and the fucking thing sitting on his arm. Like, so pretty. And, if he's hanging up the spurs, that's a big bummer. And I hope that someone comes along and knows what they're doing and picks up where he left off or something. Because damn, like, there's those 2. One I didn't mention at all yet is a guy, GX3 Reptiles. He's on YouTube. He's pretty good on YouTube, and he's got a few sailfins, and he posts. And I think he does a little bit of breeding too. So,
dope.
And he's got actually some of the good videos on YouTube, giving good information about them. So, yeah, he's a younger guy too. So he's one to check out, and go check out GX3 Reptiles fucking YouTube page if you want to see some good videos of them, of sailfins and stuff, and information about them. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that, because for the last 2 weeks I've been saying, hey, check out these 2 guys, and now I just find out one of them might be hanging up the spurs. Right. Like, damn. So I wanted to mention that. And also on the last episode, I kind of went in a little bit on Napalm, because I pre-ordered the Devil Driver Outlaw Volume 1 CD box set, and the CD dropped last Friday. It didn't come out. I haven't gotten the box set yet. I was like, what the fuck? So I emailed Napalm about it, and some of the best customer service I've ever gotten in my life. They, Napalm Record representative emailed me back within an hour.
Yeah.
And was like, we're really, really sorry. We sent out an email last week. Check your spam folder. For whatever reason, the box sets got held up at customs. But they either are already or about to clear. And the second they get here, we're sending them out like overnight to everybody. And then it was actually kind of weird because then I checked. I was on Instagram right after that, and then I saw Devil Driver made a post about it, and then I did check my spam folder and I found it.
Yeah.
You know, so they're fucking. I was a little bit salty because I was like, man, this is only the second time I've ever tried to pre-order anything, and like, you know, like, because the only reason why I tried is because I can't think of any stores in my city where I could go to and purchase it day of. So I figure this way at least I'll get it within a couple days, and the money will go to the fucking band. You know, or something, at least closer than the Best Buy or whatever, you know?
Right.
So yeah, I was a little bit salty, especially with the Burn the Priest one, because that's the first one I ever pre-ordered, and that got there, like, day of or next day or something like that. But the fucking customer service was outstanding, and I will, next time the next Devil Driver album that comes out, pre-ordering it from them again for sure.
Sweet. And
I pre-ordered the box set because it was the only way to get the making of DVD.
Yeah, what else comes with the box set?
The DVD, the CD, a flag, like one of the fabric posters. That I like those a lot. And I don't know, a couple other little things. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. But I'm really, really excited to see that making of DVD.
Yeah, that would be
the
dope.
making of a covers album with all the guests they have.
Right, yeah.
Dude, like, oh, I'm pumped.
Is it worth the price?
Yeah, for sure. And you know, like, I don't know if you listen to the Metal Sucks podcast at all, but Dez was on there talking about this album. Basically, he was like, I think he said something like, we knew for something like we knew a new Devil Driver album wasn't going to be coming for a little bit longer than what we normally do. They're out once every other year, usually. So he's like, we wanted to release something, you know, in the middle there. And this has been a fucking passion project of his. He's been working on for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
Like, the logistics of getting all these people on one record and stuff is apparently insane. And, which I can imagine. And fucking... yeah, he was just like talking about how much of a passion project it was, and how you know how it's called Volume 1? Well, the reason why that was a last minute decision because he kept getting more and more emails from more and more artists that wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So it was like, we might have enough for a Volume 2.
Yeah.
Like, shit. And yeah, like, he recorded stuff like at Johnny Cash's house with surviving members of the family, and, you know, like, just really cool. Hank William Jr., I think, or whatever. Like,
yeah,
really cool stuff, man. Like, I'm really looking forward to hearing it. So I did want to say, sorry, Napalm, you guys rock. But anyway, I do have one piece of news, I guess.
Yeah.
So you know me. You know how I feel about the Detroit Lions.
Of course. Oh, I know.
Oh, God.
What a shame.
Dude, so I want to be very clear with people. I don't watch the Detroit Lions. I listen to the Detroit Lions games on the radio. Because if you're a fan of the Detroit Lions and ever watched a game on TV, you know exactly what I'm talking about. No announcer that has ever called a Lions game has liked the Lions. Like, you can hear them smiling when the other team is scoring. You can hear it. Like, it's insane. It's over the top bias against Detroit every fucking time. Unless you're listening to it on local fucking radio with, and I honestly can't remember the play-by-play guy's name. I never remember his name. I always fuck it up. But there's two guys. One of them is like a play-by-play guy, and then the other guy kind of comes in with commentary, and the other guy is Jim Brandstatter. And he, like, one guy will fucking ramble off the play, they'll throw a flag, and he'll say what the flag is real quick or whatever, and then Brandstatter will just come in and, you can't even play football in this league anymore. Like, he would personify everything that a frustrated Lions fan was feeling. Like he would go off on the refs, like, what are they looking at? How can you call that not that? Like, you know what I mean? He got you more into it because he was just as into it as you were. And he was like a lot, you know, God, so good. And out of fucking nowhere, the radio station fired him. And got, I don't know who it is, he's a former Lion, is going to replace him. Nobody, like, I don't know why he got fired, and he's still calling the Michigan games, I think. Yeah. It's just the Lions. Yeah. Like, I don't, and he said, like, I wasn't expecting it, we all got blindsided or whatever, like, I don't know, it's just, you know, this is just another thing, because every little tiny silver lining that you can find with the Lions, somebody has to piss on it, like, every fucking time. Man, I loved listening to him call those games. Like, I would get that. I mean, it was half of what it was for me. It got to that point where sometimes I would literally turn the game on TV and then turn the radio on, turn the sound off on the TV and turn the radio on to hear them call it. So I could watch it, but hear them. Like, it was that much of a love. Like, God damn it. I'm pissed about that. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. I don't know. Maybe the new guy will be into it or something.
Hopefully.
But, you know, because it's two jobs. Like, one guy literally is like the fast talking, like, oh, he's you know what I mean? And the other guy just kind of comes in with the, you know, the breaking up of that, throwing some jokes or whatever, like, kind of a thing. But that's the thing, is Brandstatter, like, got all the inside jokes of Lions fans. Yeah. You know what I mean? Ugh. Damn it, bro. Damn it. Damn it. Sucks. Pisses me off. But we'll see. We'll see. We got a new coach. We got a new announcer. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of things that are going to be tested this year. All right. No question. But now I have something I wanted to ask if you'd heard about. Okay. You heard about the spider thing?
Spider thing?
Yeah, here in Michigan. Apparently we got a little issue with the brown recluse.
Oh yeah.
And there is some laboratory, I think down in like Southgate or somewhere down by Detroit or something like that. That is offering $300 a spider.
Really?
Yeah. Go catch some brown recluses.
Dude, we should do that.
$300. I don't know if it's live or dead.
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
But still. So my question is, how do you catch a spider? What do you do to entice a brown recluse?
I'm pretty sure they're reclusive. I don't know. I don't know what to do. You know, I talked to DJ's dad. I believe he was bit. Maybe his mom or dad was bit by a brown recluse once.
I saw a thing the other day where a lady was bit like 50 times and she didn't die. I was like, at this point, she's immune then. Like, yeah, apparently the poison can affect people differently.
It's bad shit either way.
Oh yeah, it can make you lose stuff. Body parts.
Yeah, we need to look into that.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down. Go find some old barns and shit.
Fucking spider hunting.
Yeah.
Kind of scary, but fucking that'd be cool, right? Like $300 a spider, probably alive. I gotta imagine.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's alive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna accept a squished ass fucking spider. Everybody's just sending them their squished spiders. Got a new package. It's like 50 dead spiders. Oh my god. Most of them are just like house spiders. Like, why are they doing this?
There's a daddy long legs in it.
Oh god. There's some weird ones in my basement, man. Like there's red ones.
Yeah, I hate those.
Those
have a big ass?
No, not that big. None of them are that big, honestly, that I've seen. They stay pretty small. The ones in my basement that piss me off are the big brown ones. I don't think they're recluses because they don't look like gross. Yeah, I think they're just wolf or house spiders.
Well, a recluse looks like a wolf spider, just smaller.
Don't they? Aren't they kind of like? Don't they kind of look like a spider that kind of has like mange though? You know what I mean? Like patchy fur and shit.
It's little, so you're not really gonna. It's smaller than a wolf spider, so it's gonna. And the way you could tell, it just looks like a brown spider, but on its back, or what do they call it?
Its butt.
Abdomen?
Yeah.
No.
Or, yeah, I know. Oh, okay. The big part that makes the web.
It's big ass. Yeah, on that part it has a fucking violin, or it looks like a violin on its butt.
In what color?
It's like brown, so it's like a tannish.
So it's like a brown on brown.
It's just shades of brown.
Yeah, there's no way I would know if they're in there, if that's them or not. They are big brown spiders, though.
But recluse isn't big.
Okay, well these things are big. Yeah.
They're probably
call
wolf
them
spiders.
big. Yeah,
those are very common.
They're fucking big. They piss me off. I kill a lot of them.
Yeah, when I moved into this fucking house, it was a horror show.
Oh
my house was abandoned for 3 years before I moved into it. It was foreclosed. Some old fucking people got kicked out of their house, I think. Elderly people. But man, we ripped up one of the carpets, and there were these big ass red ones. Their butts were fucking huge. And they had fucking, their little arms looked sharp. They were fucking creepy as hell, and they just popped out of fucking nowhere. And we had a bunch of grass spiders. Green spiders just crawling all over the walls.
What the fuck?
There was fucking crazy shit. And you remember fucking Megapithecus. We don't know what kind of spiders. Maybe some sort of orb weaver.
Yeah,
that thing was fucking
I think it was an orb weaver. Yeah.
That thing was a monster.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty nice because there was never any bugs by your door.
Yeah.
Thing took care of those. I had, back at my parents' old house, we had a little fucking like light fixture right outside the front door, and I remember one summer there was a big fucking brown spider that stayed in there, and I named him Henry, and he would catch all the bugs. It's nice, and I'm pretty sure there's fucking bats in my parents' current house. Living like in the upper part of the garage because there's openings. And one night I fucking seen bat flying around in my garage.
Yeah,
it was a big motherfucker too. It was cool as fuck. But apparently there's a handful of them that are being found with rabies in Michigan. But most bats don't have rabies. Like that's a misconception. Most don't.
Okay.
Generally. Yeah. Dude, remember when at my parents' fucking old house they had right when they were like trying to get everything ready to move out, we had bats and they fucking called Batman. The car rolled up and said Batman on it. And he fucking, oh my god, dude. Yeah, and he made the joke from Anchorman. He was like, chicken of the cave. I'm here to take care of the chicken of the cave. Oh my god, it was so funny. He was cool as fuck.
Sweet.
He was cool as fuck. I love bats though. They are some of the coolest fucking animals. I can't remember where it is, if it's down by Detroit somewhere, if it's out by Grand Rapids somewhere. But there's a bat house in Michigan. You can go and fucking get up close. Yeah. I've been to it once.
Hell yeah.
Can't remember where it is, but it's here and we should go to that.
What, is it in like Chelsea?
It might be. It might be.
Familiar.
Yeah. I was very young when I went to it, so I don't remember, but
I remember going to a bat place in Michigan too.
Yeah.
Like a campground or something?
Something. Yeah. It's fucking cool as hell.
Interesting.
When my parents had one in my house, I told that story before, and I had it in like a Tupperware. I like got right up close to it and looking at it and stuff. So fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
They're some of the coolest goddamn animals.
I love those the fruit bats.
Mm-hmm.
Giant motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Hang off your back and shit. Holy shit, they're like little. They're kind of like foxes.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, they're called fucking fox something. Fox is in their name.
Really?
Yeah, like flying foxes. There we
Yeah.
go. That's what some people call them. Yeah.
Fruit bats?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's another name for them. And have you ever seen the pictures online of? I'm pretty sure they're real. of the giant ones of those that they find down in the Amazon sometimes that are like full grown man is holding it up and it's just as tall as him.
Nah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, no, they're fucking real. They're down there right now. They get giant.
Huh.
They get giant. And I just saw today, there's new video footage of a monster in a lake here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Except it's literally it's a real life monster. It's a gigantic snapping turtle.
Yeah.
Like its head in the water looks like a crocodile.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Dope.
Like it looks terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Someone filmed it. It's like on a lake inland somewhere. I don't remember where. But yeah. Fucking crazy. So crazy. Awesome animals.
If you're ever in Florida, south of Orlando, there's a place. God, I forgot the guy's name. It's like something's Serpentarium.
What?
Yes. And inside the Serpentarium, they have everything. They have gaboon vipers. One of them was born without eyeballs.
Oh my god.
It's just this fucking dope-ass viper without eyes. They have a black mamba, fucking king cobras, a bunch of different other king cobras. Basically, almost every fucking dope fucking snake. Yeah. Well, they did have like a reticulated python, but as far as venomous goes, and that's actually not true because they didn't have like there were a lot of pit vipers that they didn't have, but they did have a bunch of different rattlesnakes. But and when you go outside, they have a gigantic turtle fucking enclosure. Then they probably had 100 turtles inside of it. It was like a half a football field big. It was giant. And right in the corner, there was the biggest snapping turtle I've ever fucking seen. Giant. It was fucking huge. We didn't know if it was real or not until it moved. Like, Bree thought it was fake. And
like, she was thinking they don't get that big?
Yeah, it was big. It was crazy. And fucking, we fed it. And fucking fed all the other turtles and ended up moving. It was fucking cool. They also have parrots and shit there. And on certain days, I think it's twice a week, you can actually watch them extract venom from the snakes.
Oh, wow.
And they make anti-venom and shit.
Wow.
So like venom shows and shit.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could remember his name, but... Or I'd just look up Orlando Serpentarium.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
I really want to email that Snake Bites TV guy. What's his name?
Brian
from Snake Bites TV.
Brian Barczyk.
And that's a YouTube thing, right? And he's on Instagram. He's good on Instagram, too. But yeah, I want to, like, hit him up and see if he knows anything about sail fins and stuff.
Maybe. Do you know he's opening up a fucking reptile place?
In Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's from here? Hell yeah. Where?
Right next to his shop.
Where's his shop?
God damn it.
It's out on the east side somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, what is it? I'll look it up. But what they're gonna have is a bunch of fucking his snakes and fucking a lot of snakes and different reptiles and shit like that, and it's gonna be a mini kind of like Sea Life in the mall.
Yeah.
A small, and he's working with the people that actually did the enclosures at Sea Life.
Oh wow.
Yeah, those people are gonna be building his enclosures and shit.
Oh wow.
He said that he wants to make it look like a rainforest cafe, but with real animals and shit.
Yeah.
So
that's amazing.
The space isn't big.
And you know, with him too, like he's someone I totally am okay with doing something like that because he understands how the animals' needs. Like he's not gonna. This isn't a zoo. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Or like a fucking SeaWorld or whatever the fuck.
Right. Exploit them. Really, he's just taking his coolest animals, giving them giant cages, and then letting people come in and see them.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's in Shelby Township.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not far.
Yeah.
Shelby Township. Yeah. Whenever that opens up, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that shit. We should definitely go to that.
Right.
That would be amazing. Yeah, because he went to the fucking Slayer show, didn't he?
Yeah.
When he came through Michigan. That's awesome.
Yeah, he said that his original plan was mid-July, but it looks like it's going to open in August.
Oh, really? So it's soon.
Yeah, he's
awesome
right now. You can actually watch him build it, like building fucking parts of it and shit.
On YouTube?
Mm-hmm. He's
Awesome.
been traveling down to Texas to do it.
I'm going to start checking those videos
Yeah.
out. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it should be dope.
I haven't been on YouTube as much lately since the shop closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've pretty much like gone over to just listening to Joe Rogan on iTunes now. Because I can just listen to it in the car and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. I'm definitely going to check that shit out.
He will do that.
Fuck.
No doubt.
There's not a lot of places like that up here at all. In fairness, we, live in the worst possible climate for a reptile,
Right.
but
Right.
hey.
One good place, though, would be the Detroit Zoo. Detroit Zoo's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I haven't been there in many, many years.
It's been about 3 years for me.
It's been
Bree
way
and I
longer
have
for
been
me.
there together.
Yeah, but I haven't been there, maybe close to 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
We should go, dude.
Yeah, I'm down.
It's fucking cheap.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Super cheap.
I was, last time I was there, they were still building the polar bear enclosure.
Really?
The first one.
Oh.
Yeah, aren't they building a new one for it
I
now,
don't
too?
know.
Or
Maybe.
something?
The last 2 times I've been there, fucking the polar bears didn't come out. It's
Oh.
kind of disappointing. But it was in the middle of the summer.
Mm.
Hot as fuck. And but yeah, the reptile area is awesome. They have caimans, fucking alligators,
Yeah,
all sorts of venomous shit.
I remember the reptile house because I remember, looking down a giant hole and there being a bunch of crocodiles down there.
Big area.
Fucking, that was my favorite. And, right out front, they got the statue of, a pterodactyl eating something or something. Yeah, I was like, this is
bronze
Jurassic
statue.
Park. Yeah.
That place is fucking dope. Their amphibian area is kind of cool too.
Hell yeah.
They have fucking wild birds living in there.
Oh, wow.
Up in the trees, like big ass pink ones, tropical birds. It's built in
Oh,
a giant
wow.
greenhouse thing.
That's
And
crazy.
fucking stingrays. They had a sloth. I think the sloth
What?
died.
Aw.
But yeah, there was a sloth. It wasn't in a cage. It would hang
Wow.
out. It had its a little hidey hole.
Yeah.
It would just hang out in there. But
Mhm,
yeah,
you
you
could just walk
yeah,
around
you
and
just
stuff?
walk right past it.
That's awesome.
Kind of neat, yeah. And they had poison dart frogs hopping around and shit. Smelled awful, but yeah. No, they rebuilt the penguin exhibit.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what they rebuilt. They might be
Okay.
doing the polar bears, but the penguin exhibit's new. The old one was nice, but it smelled
Yeah, I remember that.
so
It smelled like
bad.
shit in there. I remember that.
so bad.
And it was dark. It's very dark.
Uh,
I remember that. Yeah, I haven't been there in so long now. I do need to go back. It's a cool place.
and if you fucking actually plan it out, you can knock the whole thing out in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And actually see everything. Because I remember being a kid. I don't know if I'm just better at finding things, organizing, making plans, but nothing would ever work out like it does now.
Right.
So you can run through, see fucking everything, do everything you want, and still have the rest of the day.
My buddy Carl, his family's from down there, and he told me one of the best times to go is late November, because nobody's there, and he is literally every 30 to 50 feet they got a cart sitting there that selling hot chocolate for $1, and all the fucking everything's all Christmas lights decked out.
Yeah.
He says it looks gorgeous, fucking super cool to walk around.
What
in
about
there.
the fucking lions, though?
Well, you can get to see the polar bears.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Lions, they got fur.
Yeah, but they're from
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
Reptiles would still be there.
Snow. They got some snow tigers,
They
though,
do.
don't they?
They
That'd
do.
be cool.
I feel like you'd miss out on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I can't imagine seeing rhinos grazing a fucking
Rhinos
tundra.
or giraffes
Yeah.
or a lot of the monkeys, probably.
It seems like if you're going in that type of thing, you're kind of doing something else anyways. Because it's all
It's
done
a
up
little.
with-
Yeah,
it's a Christmas
exactly.
thing,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's just a fun time. Yeah, he said to check that out.
For sure. When you go on their fucking website, it tells you which days are off days and which days are busy.
Oh,
They have the green days are the busiest, then there's orange and red, I think.
Oh.
No, maybe red's the busiest. I don't know. But the prices are different, and
oh, that's handy.
yeah, you can actually, it's Mondays in October are super slow or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Right now we're in peak season, but
Right.
from now on it's just going to be smaller and smaller.
You know what's really fun in October is fucking Cedar Point.
Yeah, I've never been there during the
October.
Halloween thing.
Oh, it's cool. It's so neat.
You should do that too.
Yeah, it's super neat, and you're not standing in 10-hour long lines in 90-degree heat.
Right.
It's a little bit cooler. The
Yeah.
lines are shorter. Everything's just nicer. And it's all fucking. There's ghouls walking around and
Right,
stuff.
yeah, I need to see that.
Neat.
I haven't had a lucky day at Cedar Point in a while. Because that one year,
Oh my god.
We wrote the Magnum, what, 10 times maybe?
At least 10 times in a
Yeah.
row. May have been more. Like, literally in a row.
Yeah.
We get off, there's no line. We just get off, get right back on, do it again. That was so much fun. We were fucking with so many people. Oh my god. That was awesome.
That was a crazy trip.
That was a crazy trip. I think that's the same trip we brought raw corn on the bus.
Yep.
We literally peeled husks of corn and started eating it.
Yep.
Freak people out.
That was random. We had fucked up.
We had a lot of questions. Lots of people were like, what are you doing?
Yeah. That was good. It's good.
You started peeling corn on the back of a bus. Just picked these yesterday.
Right. Yeah. We ended up on a bus down to fucking Cedar Point twice. We went with my fucking church that one time.
We did?
Yeah, together. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
My church. Remember, a guy came running out of the woods and they're like, oh, the woods people are upon us. Some shit.
Oh, God. I don't really
I don't remember what
that.
happened, but I remember being there with the church people. Or maybe I'm wrong and I'm just combining the two. I never went with my church, because now that I think about it, that doesn't sound right at all.
Yeah, why would I go with your church group?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid. I know I went with my high school. Alright, maybe not. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah.
Either way, we need to do it again.
Yeah. I don't know about a bus with a bunch of people.
Oh, no. No. We couldn't even get a bus full of people anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? If we told everyone everything's free and we have free booze, probably could.
Yeah, we did, if we paid for everyone.
Everything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What else? I fucking went up to Caseville.
What'd you do
the
that
5th or
for?
the 6th. They have a super nice beach up there. It's up on the Thumb.
Oh, I've never
So,
been up there.
Yeah. There's fucking the fastest route. There's no highway up there, so you have to take back roads the whole way.
Mm.
So fucking, it's like a different world almost. You feel like you're going out into like Idaho or some shit. Just farmland everywhere, and seen more fucking windmills than I've ever seen in my life.
Damn.
They just kept going and going and going, hundreds of them.
Holy shit.
It was insane. That area is pretty cool. I like it. It takes about an hour and a half back roads the whole way.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the very tip. I think the very tip's like 20 minutes, half an hour away.
Isn't that Bad
right up there.
Axe? Isn't that where Bad Axe is, I think?
I think Bad Axe is up there, but I think there's like a something pier or something like that up in there. What is it called? Port Austin. Yeah, Bad Axe is close, but Port Austin's right on the tip.
Okay.
And then Caseville's right there.
Oh, alright.
So it's...
Yeah.
But it's fucking weird. You walk out, and it gets kind of deep. It'll, like, come up to your waist. But then you walk out further, and the fucking water just goes down to your knees. And you're, like, out in a lake.
Weird.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's fucking... I remember when we went up to Higgins Lake, you walk out, like... almost a full football field. Like, real far. And the water barely comes up to, like, your stomach. And then it just drops off.
Yeah.
But, like, you got a big chunk of real crystal clear, gorgeous water that isn't that deep. It's warm. Like, it's awesome.
Water wasn't crystal clear. What was it? There are actually kind of a lot of waves.
Huh.
The waves are bigger than I expected.
What was that? Were you on Lake Huron or a different lake?
I think it's Lake Huron.
Yeah.
No, it's the Thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just was wondering if you're on, like, an inland lake.
Well, it's kind of in the Saginaw Bay.
Yeah.
Kind of, but, I mean, if you look at it,
It's like right on
you
the tip of the
you
bay,
can look
yeah.
straight out at the
Yeah.
shit. So at the tip of the bay. Oh, I have a great idea. I was gonna work on it yesterday. Didn't get to it yet. I'm gonna do a rewrite of a classic song. Call it, what is it? Shitting on a dock at a bay. A metal version.
Yeah.
Shitting on a dock at a bay. Yep.
That's fucking weird because that song like just randomly came on the other day and it was the first time I'd heard it in forever. That's funny as fuck. Shitting on the dock of the bay. Shitting on a dock at the bay.
At a bay.
Shitting on a dock at a bay. So broad.
Or you could say shitting on a dock at the bay.
Yeah.
Well, sitting on the dock of the bay is still fucking vague.
Yeah, it's true. I never thought about it like that. Now I'm just thinking about shitting on docks.
Yeah. Yep, master that one. So when do you think the drums will be ready for the song?
Oh, hopefully. He said he's got it to the point where he can we can record them and pretty much use them right away.
Okay.
So like I'll go over there and hopefully before I leave it'll be done, and then all I have to do is vocals and boom.
Dude, you should. Never mind. It'd be dope if we could all get together.
I know.
I could go out there and just re-record the guitar.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That'd be sick.
Figure out some sort of rhythm for us to go with and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That would be dope. I'd like to do that. Fucking hit up some people. But nothing's going on. Tomorrow I'm going to a Lebanon festival. Lebanese festival downtown.
Really?
Flint, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah. It starts at like 7.
It's different.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
I have
those
no
are.
idea what to expect. I guess there's going to be a lot of food and music.
Oh.
And belly dancing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, could be cool.
Fucking what's coming up? We got next week is San Diego Comic-Con. So that means lots
Get
of
some updates.
information.
When the hell is Venom coming out? October?
Information.
Okay.
Yeah, October.
Information.
Wow. The new number 2. I am number 1. You are number 6. Yeah, no, Venom. So I'm sure they'll talk about Venom there. Marvel isn't going to be there, the movies, but their Netflix stuff is going to be there. So hopefully we'll get a release date on Daredevil 3 and a trailer. Really looking forward to that. Luke Cage 2 was really, really good. I just watched that. But the critical one that's going to be at San Diego Comic-Con is Godzilla King of Monsters. We'll probably at least get some kind of a teaser, something.
All right.
Next week. I'm going to freak out. I'm going to freak out, bro. I'm going to freak out. Oh, man. So excited.
I still need to catch up. How did you see Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was great, actually. I don't remember much of the first one. Like, I only saw the first one once, but I liked the second one a whole lot.
I need to catch that. I meant to go to the fucking movie theater this last weekend, but we never fucking did.
Apparently, at the 21 Drive-In right now, they're doing Infinity War and Ant-Man.
Ugh, that'll probably be shitty, though.
Yeah, you know what? Those aren't movies I want to see at a drive-in.
Comedy or something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Those are way better for a drive-in than... Because it's not, you're not seeing it in the maximum quality.
Yeah,
that you
exactly.
want, so. But, yeah, Ant-Man was fantastic. It potentially maybe started building a bridge to X-Men. And the way it ended, like, I jumped up. I was like, oh, I freaked out a little bit. Like, the second end credit scene on the surface seems like a throwaway scene, but I need to think about it some more. Because they don't do throwaway things, first of all. And second of all, especially in this critical time where all that's left is Captain Marvel and then Avengers 4. So that's like in between now and next May, that's it. And Captain Marvel doesn't come out till like March. So this is like, since these movies started dropping, this is like one of the longest stretches of time where there's nothing coming out.
Yeah.
And so I don't think they're doing anything, throw away anything by accident. Everything's meticulously on purpose. And so I think the second end credit scene, there's more to it than we think. But the first one, Whoo! Oh man, should have seen it coming, but didn't, and it was amazing. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
Do you care? All right. Spoiler warning. If you don't want to hear it, click off now. All right. So they get like the basic premise is like they get fucking the old guy Hank Pym, Michael Douglas. He was the original Ant-Man with his wife, and his wife was the original Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
So the wife got trapped in the quantum realm, and in Ant-Man 1, Ant-Man went to the quantum realm and came back, which was the first time they thought that they realized it's possible.
Dope scene, by the way.
Yeah. So the whole premise kind of is, they're running away from the government because Ant-Man used his suit on Captain America's side in Civil War. That means he's a fugitive from the Sokovia Accords. So that's why he's on house arrest. And Hank Pym and Hank Pym's daughter, the new Wasp, are like kind of on the run, but still trying to conduct their shit so they can get to the quantum realm and see if they can get the wife mom back, original Wasp. Fucking. So they end up doing it. Hank is in the quantum realm, and fucking. So that's kind of like the premise, I guess, of the movie. They end up going to the quantum realm and come back and everything. So they know they can just do that now. And credit scene is all of them on top of on a rooftop, and they built a new, smaller machine to get Ant-Man into the quantum realm that they can fit in like the back of like a van.
Yeah.
And I forget why he's got to go in there to do it. He's got to go in there to get something, like some kind of like particles that he just like holds open a canister and a bunch of stuff flies in. So Ant-Man's in the quantum realm talking to all three of them, the new Wasp, her mom and dad, and the Pym family, and fucking Ant-Man. He's like, all right, got it. I'm ready for you guys to pull me back out now. Fucking silence. All right, come on. And like you kind of like based on like the way everything, the momentum of the movie was like, oh, it's just they're fucking with them. They'll come over the comm in a second or whatever. And then the camera cuts to black, and you think for a minute the movie's over. Then it comes back, focuses in, starts panning out. You realize it's on the rooftop, and you see where the Pym family was standing, and they're all dust. Thanos just snapped his fingers. Dude, I'm getting goosebumps right now just telling this to you. Like, I jumped out of my seat. So Ant-Man's trapped in the quantum realm right now. And right before he goes into the fucking quantum realm, though, fucking the mom, who's been living there for the past 40 years, says, be careful of the time streams. If you get caught in one of them, we might not be able to pull you back. So that right there is like, hey, if you're in the quantum realm, you can affect time. Like, so there's a little fucking something, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And yeah, it's like, and the question also then becomes, did being in the quantum realm protect Ant-Man from Thanos' snap? So that's another thing to think about too. Yeah, it was, oh man, I didn't see it coming. I should have, and I didn't, and I freaked out. So the Wasp is currently on the casualty list of Thanos. Oh, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I'll have to catch that one soon.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole movie itself is just fun. Paul Rudd is a fucking comic genius. So fucking funny.
Fuck yeah, dude. I looked up a bunch of movie theaters in Michigan. Tried to find the best movie theater in Michigan. There's a bunch of them. There's one, it's a luxury movie theater.
Ooh.
But tickets are they're the same price as Trillium in Grand Blanc. So fucking yeah, it's fucking...
What makes it a luxury theater?
They have like little reclining leather seats and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
And then the biggest screen is that IMAX screen in Novi.
Oh, really? The one we've been to?
Biggest fucking screen.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. It's the second biggest screen in America.
Holy shit.
The biggest one is fucking the Chinese Theater in Los Angeles.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
that's where they like premiere Star Wars and shit. Like,
right, yeah.
Holy fuck.
So that's kind of fun.
Wow.
Yeah. They said that they use lasers to figure out line of sight and everything like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a 4DX theater to come here. Because Kevin Smith says those are awesome, so I want to try one.
That would be dope. There's also some like kind of older ones, kind of like the ones you'd see in Taos.
Or West Branch, remember that one?
West Branch, that's what I meant. Some of those really kind of cool ones.
I love those.
You know, my fucking movie theater, matinees are only $4.
Wow.
You go see a movie before 6, it's only $4 every day of the week.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. Fucking, have you ever, do you know what a D-Box is? It's kind of like a 4DX, but all that happens is the chairs move.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Interstellar in that, and that was pretty fun. Yeah. Those are cool. But I want like, because, you know, what's weird about the 4DX theater is I feel like they've had those for like 20 years down in Disneyland.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty much what that is? Like, I remember being down there, maybe it was at like the Henry Ford Museum's IMAX or some shit, and like, it was a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing. And like when like you're small, like like they in the movie like mice would be running by your feet and they would like blow air on your feet and stuff like that. Like,
there's a shit ton of rides like that.
Yeah, it's pretty
like
much all it is.
The fucking Simpsons ride in Universal is like that.
Hell yeah.
You just strap yourself into a chair, moves around. Planetariums kind of move around, but not really.
Yeah.
They like lean you back and shit.
Yeah, I love planetariums.
Yeah.
I wonder what the biggest one of those in Michigan is.
I know, right?
That's what we should check out.
Right. The one in Flint does fucking dope shit. Like
the
Pink
one in
Floyd
Flint,
laser light shows and shit.
The one on MSU campus does it sometimes, but I went to one. It wasn't that good. Like I want to go to other.
What kind of music was it?
It was Floyd. I think it was Floyd. Yeah. I want to go to a Led Zeppelin one, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to go to a bigger one. That planetarium isn't very big.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, it wasn't that spectacular. I've heard really good things about the one in Flint, actually. I think I don't know in what way, but I think it's like historical in some way, or it's special in some way. I know, like, maybe it is the biggest one in Michigan or something like that. Maybe that's how it is or something. I don't know.
It doesn't seem that big. Kind of looks small, but...
Yeah. They're cool, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I might have figured out what I was talking about earlier, the fucking word I couldn't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the word is psychomantium.
Okay.
And what it is, what psychomantium means, is so fucking... Gives... in parapsychology, in parapsychology and spiritualism, a psychomantium is a small enclosed area set up with a comfortable chair, dim lighting, and a mirror angled as to not reflect anything but darkness, intended to communicate with spirits of the dead. And I think, because I heard them say that, I'm pretty sure, again, it was the Duncan Trussell episode of Joe Rogan, the recent one. Pretty sure Duncan was saying, why don't you do that with a float tank? So instead of a chair, you're literally floating.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking intense. So intense. I want to do a float tank really bad. Josh has done them. They got them in Lansing.
Oh.
You can go, like, rent one for, like, an hour for, like, $50 or something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Fuck that. Just sit in water?
Yep.
Suck my
Pretty
dick.
much.
Suck my dick. You could get someone to suck your dick and a massage for less than that. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta consider the cost of the machine. You know what I mean? Those
sure.
$multi-thousand.
Yeah. Have fun with that, people.
Yeah. I would do it once. Just to float in nothingness.
I'd be sitting about. How do you get $50 out of that?
I wonder if you can do it naked. Maybe it's more than an hour. I don't know. I'm just guessing the price. Right, I can't remember.
For sure.
It might be less. You're right, though. $50 for an hour is pretty ridiculous.
Just to sit there and do nothing.
Like, you
literally
can
do nothing.
go, like, actually get, like, a legitimate, professional, really good massage for that price.
Right.
Like, that will actually, like, help your health and stuff like that. Like, yeah. Interesting. But still, I do want to do one.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad it exists.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's $50, it's cool that it's there.
And maybe if it gets popular, more pop up, the price goes down.
Right.
But, yeah, I do want to try it. I think it'd be fun.
Couldn't you make a fucking float tank with some 2x4s and a tarp? As long as you don't touch the sides. Do they do something to the water? Is it like, I think it's salt water. Isn't it?
It's extremely buoyant water.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't sink in it.
No.
But I think, you could probably do one. You could probably, I wouldn't use 2x4s in a tarp, but you could probably make an at-home one good for like one use. But I'm pretty sure like the big part of the machine is the water filtration and keeping the water right and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna have to dump the water and refill it every time.
Well, couldn't you use chlorine like a hot tub?
I don't know.
Couldn't you do it in a hot tub? Just lay in a hot tub and put the tarp over it, the cover. If you had a big enough one, wouldn't that be the same thing?
But the other part is you want to block out all sound. It has to be soundproof.
Silent.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sensory deprivation.
Yeah.
Everything has to be out.
What if the only thing that was playing was like the number of the beast? I think that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be awesome.
They had like
Just
really
over and over.
spent like $1,000 speakers in it. Oh, just the album or any Iron Maiden.
That'd be fucking sick. Well, fuck. You want to wrap this up?
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Alrighty
I
then.
had fun.
Alright, it was a good one. Alright, people. We will be back probably next week. We'll be back next week, definitely, with some shit. So, enjoy your evening.
And rock and roller.
We love you all.
We love you. Yeah, bye-bye.